Welcome back to a special edition of the Gill Connections Podcast. I'm so humbled to be your host, Mike Cunningham, Gill's National Business Development Manager, and also known as the host of this great podcast here. First of all, before we get started into this special solo podcast, it's just my voice. I hope you are ready to buckle up for this one. I do want to give a shout out to Udon Cheek over at East Carolina University. We're just so proud, humbled, thankful that he would lend his talents for us. I'm talking about that intro and outro song, man. If you haven't listened, I know a lot of times we fast forward through that. Just go back. We get the whole song at the very end of the podcast, but just grateful that he'd bring some flavor, some heat to the podcast, and just thankful for his servant leadership. Now, speaking of servant leadership, today, you probably know me well enough. I am all about the track coach, the track and field coach. And I have just been disappointed when we watch the world champs, U.S. indoors, any of the professional meets. We typically don't hear about who the coach is. We all know who's coaching the Patriots. We all know who's coaching the New York Yankees. We all know who's coaching other professional teams, LSU's football and Florida football and things like that. But we rarely bring out the track coach. Now, on the collegiate side, a little bit easier, right? I can Google that. On the professional side, a little bit harder. So today we are going to talk about, not much talking about, we're just going to read out and recognize the coaches of the 2024 Paris Olympic medalists. Now, before you start giving me too much credit, I got to give a shout out again, where I talk about servant leadership, to David Burnett at Iowa Western. Go check him out on Twitter at David Burnett, DAVID BURNETT02. David Burnett. Must be an 01, but this is the real David Burnett here. David did the bulk of the heavy lifting here. He went out and put together this spreadsheet of all the coaches that coached the medalists for every event, 100 meters all the way through. I think he has marathon in here, but I'm going to skip the marathon. Any marathon lovers that hate on me, send it to Twitter. Sorry, I'm just not doing it. But all the other, you know what? I'm going to make my race walkers upset. There's no race walking on here either. So I'm going to call it the traditional track events, the 100 through the field events, pole vault, etc. David did the bulk of this heavy lifting and went out and researched all the coaches. And that just got me excited to be able to uplift and honor them and what they've done at the highest stage. David had a few missing parts, and I went to Twitter and asked for help. And we got help from Bo Throws, a bunch of other great, amazing people. And we now have a list of every single coach except for one. And that's going to be, you'll see where that happens. So if someone's listening and you know who the coach of this one person when we get there, send it to me. We'd love to update this. So let's get started with the 100-meter dash. In the men's 100, the gold medalist, Noah Lyles, coached by good friend of mine here, Lance Brahman. Lance hasn't been on the podcast, but his dad has been on the podcast. So you might want to go check that out. But shout out to Lance Brahman for coaching the gold medalist. In the, by the way, give you a little CYA, cover my own butt here. I am going to butcher some of these names. I apologize. I'm going to try very, very hard, but please forgive me when I make the mistake, not if I make the mistake. All right, so first place, Noah Lyles, Lance Brahman, shout out to you. Second place, silver medalist in the men's 100, Keyshawn Thompson, did an amazing job, coached by, legendary Stephen Francis. Bronze medalist in the men's 100, we've got Fred Curley. He's currently coached by John Bolton over at USC. Fred's former coach, Aline Francique, Gill Podcast alum. Go check it out right here in the same podcast app that you're using today. Over on the women's 100, we've got gold medalist Julian Alfred, coached by, the amazing Edric Florial. Edric, if you're listening, we got to get you on the podcast, my man. We want to know your journey. Silver medalist Sha'Carri Richardson, coached by good friend. He's been on the podcast before. Check him out. Dennis Mitchell down at Star Athletics. Also, the bronze medalist Melissa Jefferson, coached by the great Dennis Mitchell. Moving down to the 200. On the men's side, we got Letsil Taboho, coached by Dose Mosenmanyani. I hope I got that name correct. Great job, Coach Mosenmanyani, for bringing Taboho to the gold medal in the 200-meter dash. Second place is Kenny Bednarik. He was our silver medalist here for the Olympics 200-meter dash and coached by, familiar name here, Dennis Mitchell. Bronze medalist in the men's 200, familiar name, Noah Lyles and Lance Brahman. Shout out to Dennis and Lance, man. You guys are all over this thing here. Over on the women's 200-meter dash, we've got gold medalist Gabby Thomas, coached by great friend. We need to get this coach on the podcast as well. Tanja Buford Bailey, doing an excellent job down there in Austin. Silver medalist Julian Alfred, coached by, well, of course, we've got Edric Florial here again. And then bronze medalist, I don't know if it was a surprise. She did an amazing job. We've got Brittany Brown, coached by, the great Boogie Johnson. Haven't had Boogie on the podcast, but we have had his brother, Chris, on the podcast. All right, moving down to the 400-meter dash, we start with the men. We've got gold medalist Quincy Hall, coached by, this is a Gill podcast alum here. We've got the great Mouse Holloway coming in here. I don't think this will be the last time we see his name on here. Quincy Hall, gold medalist, coached by Mouse Holloway. Silver medalist Matthew Hudson Smith, coached by Lance Brahman. Oh, man, I didn't know that. That's awesome, man. Lance getting it done. Bronze medalist here in the 400, I've got Muzala Samukanga. Again, appreciate your patience with the pronunciations. Coached by Douglas Kalemo. Great job, Coach Kalemo. That's a big deal, getting a medalist. Women's 400, gold medalist Marlite Paulino. Coached by Yazin Perez Gomez. Great job, Coach Gomez. Silver medalist Salwa Nazir, coached by Jose Rubio of the Dominican Republic. And bronze medalist in the women's 400, Natalie Kasmarek, coached by Merrick Rosedge. Great job, coaches. What a grueling event. Way to bring home medals at the Olympics, the Paris Olympics. All right, let's move down to the 800-meter dash. So we've got in first place in our gold medalist here, we've got Emmanuel Wanyani, and he is coached by Claudio Berardelli. Coach Berardelli. Coach B, bringing home the gold medal there. Silver medalist, we've got Marco Arop, coached by, this is a little embarrassing. He's coached by Chris Woods. Here's why it's embarrassing, because I'm old, because I worked with Chris Woods. I helped coach Chris during his undergrad years at Mississippi State, and he's getting it done as the head coach there at Mississippi State, obviously using a lot of the things that I taught him to help bring home a silver medalist in the 800. All jokes, Chris is getting it done on his own, and so just absolutely proud of him. Bronze medalist in the men's 800, we've got Jamel Sajati, coached by Amar Benida. Over on the women's side, we've got gold medalist Keely Hodgkinson, coached by Trevor Painter and Jenny Meadows. Great job. Teamwork. That's not the easiest thing to do. Proud of you guys. Down on the silver medalist, we've got Tasigi Duguma, coached by Alumu Wakjira. And the bronze medalist there, Mary Mora, coached by Alex Sang. Great job, coaches. 800-meter dash. Next, we move to the 1,500-meter dash. It's getting so fast, it's probably could be considered a dash, right? Gold medalist, this was a fun race to watch. We've got Cole Hawker, coached by Ben Thomas. Great job, Coach Thomas. We've got silver medalist Josh Kerr, coached by Danny Mackey over there at the Brooks Beast. And we've got bronze medalist Yared Ngusu. The Goose is Loose, coached by Dothan Ritzenheim over in Boulder, Colorado. Women's 1,500, we've got gold medalist Faith Kipyegon. Boy, she's amazing. Coached by Patrick Sang. Great job, Coach Sang. What a journey you guys have been through there with Faith, and bringing her up to some astronomically amazing performances. Great job, Coach Sang. Silver medalist there on the 1,500 meter for Paris Olympics. We got Jessica Hull, coached by Pete Julian. And our bronze medalist, Georgia Bell, coached by Trevor Painter and Jenny Meadows. So the gold medalist in the 800 and the bronze medalist in the 1,500, coached by the pair of Trevor Painter and Jenny Meadows. Now we move down to our 5K medalist and their coaches. We've got the gold medalist in the men's 5K, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, coached by his dad, Gert Arne Ingebrigtsen. I knew I'd stutter over that several times. Great job, coaches. That's awesome there in the 5K. The silver medalist, Ronald Quimois, coached by Renato Canova. I know I've heard Coach Canova's name several times throughout my career, doing an amazing job. And bronze medalist in the men's 5K, Grant Fisher, coached by Mike Scannell, his coach in high school, Park City, Utah. That's amazing. I love seeing high school coaches getting it done on all levels. They are worthy. They are awesome. They are professionals. Absolutely love it. Women's 5K. We've got gold medalist Beatrice Chabet, coached by Gabriel Kyprianou. Silver medalist, we see this name several places, right? Faith Kipyegon, again, coached by Patrick Sang. And we've got another amazing big name here in bronze medal for the 5K, Safan Hassan, coached by Tim Roberry over at Utah Valley. Amazing job. 5K. I don't like to drive 5K, so that's just absolutely fascinating to me. If I don't like to drive 5K, you certainly know I don't like to drive 10K. Here we go. The gold medalist for the 10K of the Paris Olympics, Joshua Cheptegei, coached by Addie Ryder. Silver medalist Birahu Aragawi, coached by Irufu Burhanu. And bronze medalist, we've seen it before. Again, Coach Mike Scannell, getting it done with Grant Fisher. What a great team, getting bronze medal in the 5K and the 10K at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Huge shout out to these coaches. This is, I know this is a little bit of an unconventional episode here. You're going to hear my voice the whole way through, and I'm just reading out names and butchering those names, but it's important for me. It's important to our profession that we uplift and honor these amazing men and women who are getting it done on the coaching side. They never get their name rung out. And I know they don't want necessarily their name to be rung out, but I want their name to be rung out because they deserve it. Here we are in the women's 10K, gold medalist Beatrice Chabet. That is Gabriel Kyprianou. That's who her coach is. So Beatrice was the gold medalist in the 5K and the 10K. So shout out to Kyprianou managing that energy systems and getting it done to win both gold in two events, which that's, win one, that's absolutely amazing. Win two, unheard of. Silver medalist in the women's 10K, Nadia Batoch, I thought I was going to nail it, Nadia Batochletti, coached by her dad, Giuliano Batochletti. Man, thank you so much for your patience on these names. I barely can say my own name. Bronze medalist, here we go again in the 10K. We've got Safan Hassan, coached by Tim Roberry over at Utah Valley. All right, let's move to one of my favorite events, and that is the hurdles, the high hurdles. Let's start with the men in the 110. We've got, I told you we'd see his name again. So gold medalist, the great Grant Holloway, coached by Mouse Holloway. Love that team. What a great Holloway squared team, getting it done. The most sub-13s ever. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely love what they're getting done. And then we've got silver medalist Daniel Roberts, coached by, Alan Johnson, currently the head coach of NC-A&T, and bronze medalist Rashid Broadbell, coached by Ronaldo Walcott. Amazing job, coaches. Absolutely fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, the women's high hurdles. Who knew who was going to win and place in these? Because what an event the women's 100 hurdles is right now all across the world. But in the gold medal, getting it done, Masai Russell, coached by Gill Podcast alum. That's right. You can hear his journey right here on the Gill Podcast. The great Lonnie Green, head coach over at Kentucky. Silver medalist in the women's 100 hurdles, Serena Samba Mayeli. And I'm going to name these two in a row. The third place, Jasmine Camacho Quinn, because they're both coached by John Coughlin down there in Florida, getting it done with the women's hurdles, getting both silver and bronze medalists. Congratulations, coaches. Fantastic. Let's go to the long hurdles. Let's start with the men's 400 intermediate hurdles. We've got gold medalist Rai Benjamin, coached by head coach of UCLA, Joanna Hayes. What a great journey they have been through together in culminating this gold medal here in Paris 2024. Second place, the Viking Karsten Warholm, the silver medalist, coached by Leif Olaf Alms. Great job getting it done together as a team. Bronze medalist here in the 400 hurdles. We've got Allison Dos Santos, coached by Felipe de Sequin del Silva. I know, Mr. Felipe, I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, but congratulations. You did an awesome job helping your athlete, Allison Dos Santos, get to the podium and the bronze medal in the men's 400 hurdles. All right, 400 hurdles for the women coming up here. Now, we've got Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, gold medalist. What a fantastic event this has become. They're all stepping up, doing a great job. Gold medalist Sydney, coached by, that's right, the great Bobby Kersey. We need Bobby on the podcast too, don't you agree? If anybody has contact info from Bobby, shoot it over to me through text or Twitter or something. I'd like to get Bobby's journey on the podcast. Silver medalist. This was absolutely fantastic. So proud of silver medalist Anna Cockrell, coached by, that's right, Boogie shows up again, Boogie Johnson. Now, Anna's high school coach we had on the podcast as well. She's currently the head coach at Johnson C. Smith, so go check that out. And the bronze medalist, man, what a battle. Absolutely fantastic. Femke Bowl, coached by Laurent Muley, I think is how it's pronounced. I've reached out to Laurent on DM through Twitter about getting on the podcast. Haven't heard back. Hopefully we can make that happen. All right, let's go to the long hurdles. Let's go to the steeplechase here. In the men's 3K steeple for gold, we've got Sufyan El Bakali, coached by Kareem Tlimkin. I think that's how it is. Kareem, awesome job. Congratulations. Proud of you. We've got silver medalist Ken Rooks, coached by, man, Ed Eyestone. Absolutely fantastic over at BYU. And bronze medalist, we've got Abraham Kibiwat, coached by Jafter Couture. Congratulations, Coach Couture. Excellent, excellent job. On the women's side, we've got a gold medalist in the steeple, Winfred Yavi, coached by Gregory Colonzo. We've got silver medalist Peruth Chimutai, coached by Addie Reuter. We've heard Addie's name before. And bronze medalist Faith Chirotich, coached by Bernard Rono. Congratulations, coach. Coaches, steeplechase. Brutal. You got to run nearly 2 miles as fast as you can and go over barriers that just don't move. It's, you got to get wet. Absolutely fantastic, coaches. Way to really work with your athletes and keep them in the game mentally as well as physically. All right, let's start heading over to our field events. In the steeple, a great transition from the track to the field. Feels like the steeple might be our true track/field combo event. Let's start with the high jumpers. Gold medalist Hamish Kerr, coached by James Sandilands. We've got silver medalist Shelby McEwen, coached by Pat Pyle. And we've got bronze medalist Mutaz Barshim. Boy, I've watched Barshim jump for many, many years. Coached by Stanislaw, Cizirba is what I'm going to go with. Coaches, James, Pat, Stanislaw, awesome job there in the men's high jump. Over on the women's high jump, you've got gold medalist Yaroslava Mahuchik, coached by Tatiana Stefanova. Great job, Coach Stefanova. Silver medalist Nicola Alislagers, coached by Matt Horsnell. And then we had a tie for bronze medalists. So the two bronze medalists are Irina Zherashenko and Eleanor Patterson. Irina is coached by Irina Pustovoit, and Eleanor is coached by Alex Stewart. Great job, Alex, Irina. Matt and Tatiana in the women's high jump coaches, you are getting it done. And one of my favorite events to coach is the high jump. Love it. Great job, coaches. All right, let's go to the pole vault. Here we go with the gold medalist. Of course, it's Armand Duplantis, also better known as the Viking. No, the Viking Destroyer. No. Also known as Mondo, of course. Here he is in the gold medalist, coached by his dad, Greg Duplantis. Great job, Coach. Great job, Dad. The silver medalist goes to my friend here, Sam Kendricks, also coached by his dad, Scott Kendricks. And then this is interesting. I don't think this is any other event. So in the bronze medals, we have Emmanuel Corrales, coached by I think it's his dad, Harry Corrales. So in the men's pole vault, Mondo, Sam, and Emmanuel, all coached by their dads. So maybe there's something there. That's interesting. So congratulations, coaches, in the men's pole vault. Women's pole vault, we've got Nina Kennedy bringing home the gold medal for Australia, coached by Paul Burgess. Silver medalist Katie Moon, coached by Brad Walker. And third place, we've got Alicia Newman, coached by good friend Jarrell Langley. Great job, coaches, in the women's pole vault. Let's play in the sand here with the long jump coming up next. In the gold medalist for the men's, we've got Miltiadis Tintoglu from Greece, coached by Georgi Pomashki. Great job, Georgie. In the silver medalist, we got Wayne Pinnock, coached by, oh man, new head coach of K-State, Travis Gepfert. Great job, Travis. Really proud of you. Third place in the long jump, the bronze medalist in the men's long jump, we got Mattia Furlani from Italy, coached by his dad. A lot of dads coaching here. His dad, Marcello Furlani. So congratulations, coaches. Awesome. Over on the women's long jump, well, it seems like the long jump guru is Travis Gepfert because the gold medalist, Tara Davis Woodhall, coached by Coach Gepfert, the new head coach of Kansas State. Great job. Silver medalist in the women's long jump, Malaki Mahambo, coached by Uli Knopp. And then we've got bronze medalist Jasmine Moore, coached by, oh, great guy, great coach, Nick Peterson over there at the University of Florida. So congratulations to Travis, Uli, and Nick in the women's long jump. You coaches you're getting it done. It's absolutely fascinating. Now we move to the triple jump. Let's do it 3 times. So here in the men's triple jump, we start with gold medalist Jordan Alejandro Diaz, coached by Ivan Pedroso. Isn't that a name? That's very cool. Silver medalist Pedro Pichardo, coached by his dad. We got another dad here, Jorge Pichardo. And bronze medalist in the men's triple jump, Andy Diaz Hernandez, coached by Fabrizio Donato. Women's triple jump, we start with our gold medalist, Thea Lafon, coached by her husband. So still staying in the family here. Her husband, Aaron Gadsden. Great job, Aaron. Great job, Thea. Silver medalist in the women's triple jump, Shanika Ricketts, coached by her husband, Carolee Ricketts. So that's 2 husband-wife teams in the women's triple jump in a row. And then bronze medalist, well, we have a repeat performer here. We've got Jasmine Moore, once again, coached by Nick Peterson. Man, a lot of repeat names. Lightning in a bottle to do it once. I can't imagine what kind of lottery winner you got to be able to coach more than one medalist at the Olympics. Let's go throw some things here. Let's go with the men's shot put. We've got gold medalist, known this guy for a long time, his dad. What a great family. We've got, of course, Ryan Krauser training himself at the University of Arkansas. I know he's had help and coached by many people. If you interested in what Ryan does, he has a phenomenal YouTube channel. It shows a lot of the insides of what he's doing, man. Really proud of Ryan and what he's getting done there in the shot put. Silver medalist, good friend, talked to him a lot. What a great combo here, coach athlete. We've got silver medalist Joe Kovacs, coached by Ashley Kovacs, no slouch of a thrower herself back in the day. Ashley and Joe are just absolutely phenomenal, doing an amazing job, winning the silver medal here in the 2024 Paris Olympics. And then bronze medalist here for the shot put, we've got Rajendra, I believe is how you pronounce the first name, Campbell, coached by Brian Allen over there at Missouri Southern. Man, what a great program. What a great coach. Brian, congratulations to you and to Ashley and Ryan himself coaching their medalist there in the 2024 Olympics. Women's shot put, we've got gold medalist Yemisi Ogunleye, I believe is how you pronounce that last name, coached by Iris Monkey Reimers, Monkey, M-A-N-K-E, Iris Monkey Reimers. Congratulations. A second place silver medalist here in the women's shot put, Madison Lee Weshy, Maddie, affectionately known because her coach is Mike Schofield. And if you weren't aware, we had Mike Schofield on the podcast here a few weeks ago. Go check it out. It was absolutely phenomenal to hear about his insights to coaching and what it took to get the silver medal here at Paris 2024. Third place in the women's shot, the bronze medalist Song Jiayuan, coached by Sui Zinmai, I believe is how it's pronounced. Let's go to the discus here. We've got gold medalist Rohei Stona, coached by Coach Krauser and Coach Newell, John Newell, more famously known as my birthday twin. We both celebrate our birthdays on the exact same day. So proud of Ryan, proud of John for winning the gold medal there in the men's discus. Silver medalist in the discus is Mikolas Alekna, coached by another guy that's going to be on the podcast soon in season 6. I almost guarantee it. That's Mo Satara over there at Cal Berkeley. And then bronze medalist here, Matthew Denny, always getting it done, steps up big in the championships, coached by Dale Stevenson. Awesome job to Ryan, John, Mo, and Dale for the men's discus. Women's discus, was there any surprise? Well, none of it's ever easy, so it was a surprise. They're always working hard. They're always battling, and that is gold medalist women's discus Valerie Allman, coached by Zeb Sion, now at Texas. Known Zeb for a long time, does an absolutely phenomenal job. Really proud of Zeb and what he's getting done there. So gold medalist in the women's discus Valerie Allman, coached by Zeb Sion. Silver medalist in the women's discus, Feng Bin over in China, coached by Li Weibin. I believe that's how you pronounce that. And bronze medalist in the women's discus, Sandra Elkasevich, coached by her husband, another husband-wife team here, Edis Elkasovic. There we go. If you're still listening, God bless you. I love you. And thank you for helping me celebrate track coaches around the world here. We're coming into our last 3 events here, and we've got the hammer event. Men's hammer gold medalist Ethan Katzberg, coached by Dylan Armstrong. Dylan, excellent thrower himself back in the day. Love and just proud of you, Dylan, becoming one of the top coaches in the world here, getting a hammer gold medal. Silver medal men's hammer, we've got Binse Halaz, coached by Zolt Nimeth. And then the bronze medalist, Mikhailo Kokan. Mikhailo Kokan, coached by Serhai Kokan. Kokhan. Kokan. Great job, coaches. Awesome job there in the men's hammer. Women's hammer, we got a repeat here. We've got gold medalist Cameron Rogers, coached by, that's right, Mo Satara. Getting it done, men's discus and women's hammer. That's hard. Love it. Congratulations, Mo. Proud of you. Silver medalist in the hammer, Annette Itchenkungwok, I believe it's how you pronounce. And she's coached by Gill Podcast alum, Susan Seaton. That's right, Susan over there at Cincinnati Bearcats. We've had her on the podcast. Absolutely fascinating background, originating from Germany. You got to go listen to that one. It's quite amazing. And then the bronze medalist for the hammer, we know it's Zhao Zhai from China, but I could not find the coach. So if anybody knows bronze medalist in the women's hammer, Zhao Zhai's coach, would love to be able to uplift and honor that individual. They did an amazing job. All right, we've got men's javelin, gold medalist, Arshad Nadeem. And is coached by, it's listed as consultant, but, I consider that all the same thing. Tertius Liebenberg. Great job, Tertius. Silver medalist Niraj Chopra, coached by Klaus Bartonites. And then we've got third place bronze medalist Anderson Peters, coached by Paul Phillips. We've had Anderson Peters, college coach, on the podcast too, so go look that up as well. Women's javelin, we've got gold medalist Kitaguchi Haruka, coached by David Sakarik. The silver medalist Joanne Van Dyke, coached by Tertius Liebenberg. So there we go. We've got another double. We've got the men's javelin and the women's javelin gold and the women's javelin silver medalist by Tertius Liebenberg. Awesome job, Tertius. You're doing an amazing job. Bronze medalist in the women's jav, we got Nikola Agrodinakova, coached by Vitislav Vesely. And then one of the brutal events here, we've got the multis, the combined events. Don't at me on Twitter because I said multi. The combined events. Let's start with the decathlon. We've got gold medalist Marcus Ruth, coached by his dad, Espen Ruth. I love that. Keep it in the family there. Silver medalist Leo, I don't know how, I always know him as Leo Nagebauer of Germany, coached by great friend, assistant coach, getting it done, an amazing job. So proud of this guy, coached by Jim Garnham. And then we've got bronze medalist. Man, this has been a journey. I choked up a little bit seeing this bronze medalist and what he's done. He's been around the game for a long time. He deserves this. His coaches deserve this. Bronze medalist Lyndon Victor, coached by the great Marissa Chu and Chris Huffins. Both of them are Gill podcast alums as well. Marissa was our first two-time guest on the podcast. And so just proud of Chu, proud of Huff, and sticking to it and doing an amazing job with Lyndon. Congratulations, guys. Women's combined event, the heptathlon, the gold medalist Nafi Thiam, coached by Michael Vander Platzen. Silver medalist Katarina Johnson, cut off. I think it's Thomas, coached by Aston Moore. And then bronze medalist heptathlete Noor Vietz, coached by Fernando Oliva. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your coaches of the gold, silver, and bronze medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Uplift and honor these individuals. If you see them speaking at clinics, if you see them on social media, gas them up. They did it at the highest level, the Olympics. What goes into getting to the Olympics, what goes into competing at the Olympics, and making sure you are on top, on your game at that very moment. It's that catching in the bottle. It's an amazing, and you need a coach to be able to guide you through that process. And so proud of the men and women who have coached medalists in the individual events here in Paris 2024. Thank you so much for listening. Our goal is always to uplift and honor the people who choose to be track coaches, and we thought this might be a unique way to do it for the Olympics, because we don't always get to hear about these men and women. So congratulations to you all. I'm very, very proud of you. We are all very, very proud of you. Can't wait to see what happens next year in the 2025 World Champs, 26, 27, and of course, LA 28 right here in America, right over in California. Super excited to see it in person and watch coaches get her done. Thanks for being here. Join us next week. We'll do it all over again with a coach and learn their journey. Thanks, everybody.